Monday. Welcome to the On Deck podcast presented by LineStar. I'm Shannon Sommerville with your top MLB Player Prop Bets for today, plus home run calls of the day. My co-host Tyler Wiemann is off for today, enjoying a nice vacation, so I will be holding things down solo for today. Hopefully, we'll give out some winners on this Monday. I've got some great prop bets for you. I love my home run call for today. In fact, it's the player that LineStar, our great tool that we're using, the Dinger Report, says is most likely to go yard for today. So I'm excited to get to that. Hopefully you guys, maybe you're off on work today, or maybe you're just recovering from eating too many Peeps yesterday on Easter Sunday. But either way, I'm here for you. Also here for all those people that watched episode 2 of The Last of Us. By the way, if you did, please drop a comment below. I'm in need of some emotional support after that. That was a rough one for all you guys that watched that. No spoilers, though, on the program here for today. We're just giving out winners for today. Recapping Friday, though, we weren't able to give out some winners there. Adley Rutschman, my pick, let us down over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He did nothing for us. But Trevor Story, my bonus pick, 2 home runs from him over that 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. And my strikeout prop let you down, too. But Young-Hoo Lee, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs delivered. Tyler's bonus, Paredes, did not cash for us there. So 2 and 3 overall. We got some redeeming to do on this Monday. Let's see if we can't give out some winners. I'm wearing my lucky Knicks jacket today, so hopefully it brings some good vibes to baseball in addition to NBA later today as well. By the way, I'll drop some NBA picks a little bit later this afternoon, but let's dive into some MLB action for today. A lot of great games on the slate, including one that I've got my eye on, which is the NL East battle. We've got the Phillies going up against the Mets. That's kind of an interesting one. I've got some player prop bets for you there. First things first, though, do me a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment below. It helps us out in terms of the good old YouTube algorithm, but it also helps you out because every day on this program, we like to give out some money if we give out some winners as well. So what we're going to do for today's show, I've got 3 player prop bets. What I'm going to do is put them on an entry on CHALKBOARD, and I'm going to do a shield play for today. So we got to go 2 of 3 on our picks, and I will give out $20 on the show tomorrow if we, in fact, do cash that entry. By the way, if you don't have CHALKBOARD, download it, use the promo code LineStar. You'll get a nice deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app, which is the tool that I use every day to help me out picking props. And it's been leading us to some winners, especially in the home run calls department. We've been crushing it there lately. The MLB Dinger Report is an awesome tool if you guys love to place those home run wagers. That is the tool that you need, linestarapp.com. But a totally free app from the makers of LineStar you can download today totally for free on iOS and the App Store is the Props Optimizer. So check that out today. Again, totally free, and it's a great tool. You can kind of design your own algorithm to really target the prop market. It's a great tool. Highly recommend it. Props Optimizer today. All right, let's dive into today's slate. And I'm actually, for my first player prop bet, going to a player on a team that LineStar loves for today. In fact, the Cincinnati Reds are the highest projected for all you guys playing daily fantasy out there. One of the highest projected stacks includes this player. That is Elly Cruz, the shortstop for the Cincinnati Reds. We're taking his over on 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. LineStar's projection is 3.4. The consensus with us to the over as well. And this is a line that Elly's cleared 8 of the last 10 games. He's actually had 2 homers over the past 3 games, so he is on fire at the plate. In fact, we're talking about a top 5% hitter versus righties. Remember that Elly Cruz is a switch hitter with much better splits as a lefty bat versus righties, which is the scenario he finds himself in today. In fact, he's got an 843 OPS against them. That is way above average. And today, facing Miami Marlins, Max Meyer, 248th versus lefty bats, gives up a 42% hard contact to lefty bats. That's 10% higher than he gives up to righty bats. Plus the bullpen that's behind him, 26 for switch hitters. And when I looked up a particular stat here, XFIP, which if you're not familiar with, that stands for expected fielding independent pitching. It basically isolates the pitching factor a little bit more. So basically the bottom line here is that the bullpen ranks 30th in that category. So the bullpen's just not good. I love the spot here for Elly Cruz and a lot of those Reds bats for today if you guys are playing in some DFS contests. So we're going to roll with EDLC over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs as our first player prop bet. And then next, we're going to go to Citi Field, where the Mets are taking on the Phillies in an NL East battle. And we're rolling with one of the hottest hitters in the game right now, and that is Polar Bear Pete Alonso, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI. Listen, not many are hitting the ball harder right now than Pete Alonso. He's 4th in average exit velocity, 10th in hard hit percentage, and he's got a great matchup for today going up against Phillies' Aaron Nola, who just has not been great this season. He's given up a 303 opponent average, and Alonso has great BVP data against him, batter versus pitcher, a 429 ISO, that ISO stat, which measures raw power. Like an average stat for ISO is like 140, and we're talking about 429. Are you kidding? And that's a decent sample size too. Alonso's got a 327 average against Nola in 52 at-bats, including 6 home runs, by the way. A win could be blowing out at Citi Field today, which would be an added boost at around 12 miles per hour. Plus, the Phillies bullpen has not been good. 30th in opponent average, giving up a 282 average this season. Now, the Mets haven't been great this season. They've been underperforming in the runs RBI category. They're 20th in terms of run production. But I really like the spot for today. They're coming off a big series sweep over the Cardinals. I think they're finding their bats a little bit more. Plus Juan Soto, I think he's coming around as well. So I like the Mets bats as well. Pete Alonso is in a great spot, especially given his track record against Aaron Nola. I think this is going to be a popular play for today, but for a good reason. He's on a tear right now. Might as well back him. If you want to stack some other players, I also like Juan Soto's spot today as well. I think he's kind of turned a corner. I know he was slumping there for a bit, but I think he starts to come around a bit. He said yesterday that he found something that clicked in his swing. So I think that will help him out today too. He's another player with great data against the pitcher for the Phillies, Aaron Nola. But for our main pick, we're still going just Alonso, and then we're going to do EDLC. And then for our last pick here, I'm going to the Brew Crew. I know we've got a lot of Brewers fans out there in the comments. Let's hear from you. I'm going Brice Turang over 1.5 hits, runs, RBI with my last pick here. This is a guy with a 322 average over the course of the season. That is top 20 in baseball. But what I like about him is he's top 5% barreled balls and exit velocity over the last 14 days, meaning he's crushing the ball lately. And he's got a decent matchup today going up against Giants lefty Robbie Ray. We're kind of seeing a trend continue that we saw at the end of last year, which is he's giving up a lot of power to lefty bats, kind of some reverse split action going on. He's given up worse splits to lefties this season, giving up a 2.25 home run per 9 rate to lefties. So I think this trend is continuing. So Turang's in a great spot considering he is a lefty bat. Also, one thing to detract from this, though, I do need to note that this is a pretty good bullpen behind Robbie Ray, and it's a lower run total plus a ballpark that's not super conducive to hitting. Oracle Park is not known to be that hitter friendly. However, we're dealing with a team that's very good in putting together runs and RBIs and stealing a lot of bases. I think they had 9 the other day. So a very good team that is 5th in runs, 8th in RBI. So I like Turang's spot here, given the matchup for today, and the fact that he's on a squad that knows how to produce runs. So Turang over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs rounds off our top 3 picks for today that we're going to throw in an entry on CHALKBOARD. Again, if you don't have CHALKBOARD yet, download it. Use the promo code LineStar so you can get the deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app. And if we go 2 out of 3, one randomly selected commenter will win $20. We'll announce that on the show tomorrow. So make sure, if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and you're in it to win it. It's that easy. All right, now it is time for home run calls of the day. For my home run call, I'm going to Citi Field, and I think Juan Soto has turned a corner. I'm rocking with him to hit a bomb today at plus 390. And actually, LineStar is saying he's the most likely player to go yard today, according to our MLB Dinger tool. Go check it out today, linestarapp.com. A 22% chance for Soto to go yard. He's got only 3 on the year. However, I think he's turned a corner, and he's in a great matchup for today to go yard. Phillies righty Aaron Nola is on the hill. He's given up 4 home runs this year. 3 of those have come against lefty bats. So great news for Soto. He actually already has 3 home runs against Nola in 38 at-bats, and the bullpen behind Nola is giving up a 1.49 home run per 9 rate, one of the worst home run per 9 rates in baseball. And we got to watch out for Juan Soto here. I think he's heating up. He said something clicked in his swing after the Mets win against the Cardinals on Sunday. The Mets fans gave him a nice standing ovation after he was slumping, and since then, he seems to have turned a corner. I think he goes yard today, so Juan Soto is my home run call of the day. If you want a little bang for your buck, I also like Milwaukee Brewers bat Jackson Chourio. This is plus 660. I like the value that we're getting here. LineStar actually has him as the 5th most likely player to go yard, and so that might be a good bargain there as well. Definitely check out that LineStar app Dinger Report if you haven't already, linestarapp.com. If you don't have LineStar yet, there are several ways to take advantage and get a free trial by signing up for some of our partner sites. You can get 1 free month of the LineStar app. So all of those deals are listed below. CHALKBOARD, ParlayPlay, Sleeper, lots of different partners of ours have the deal where you can get that 1 free month of the LineStar app if you're a new user. So take advantage of that. Go check out the LineStar app. But if you want a completely free tool that is available right now, Props Optimizer on iOS in the App Store right now, coming out on Android soon. Don't you worry. We haven't forgotten about you guys. Our engineers are working so hard to get you guys the Android version. So we're so excited to bring that to you soon. Promise we'll let you guys know when that is available. It will be shortly. But for all you iOS users, the Props Optimizer, check it out. I know some of you guys have already tested it out and you've commented in the comments about how awesome it is. So we really appreciate that. And if you do try the Props Optimizer, make sure to leave us a nice 5-star review if you're liking it. That really helps us out. If you could do me a huge favor today on this video, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. I'd greatly appreciate it. Hopefully the Knicks can do it for me today against the Detroit Pistons. I'm going to, after this show, dive into some NBA research, see if there's any NBA picks that I like for tonight for all you guys that maybe looking for a little action in NBA as well. It's a lot tougher in the playoffs, but what the heck? We need a little juice to mix it up for us and from our MLB picks. All right, good luck in all of your player prop betting endeavors for today. And let me know if you've got any locks, because listen, at the end of the day, we're all here to try to beat the books. So let's see if we can't help each other out in the comments. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.